Hello, Laser Time crew. Mike Amar here, answering the question of the week. Question of the week, of course, was which game do you love that pretty much everyone recognizes is terrible or awful, or everyone pretty much gives hate that you think isn't deserved, or even if you think it's deserved, you still love? For me, there really is only one answer to that question, despite liking a lot of games that some might consider bad. For me, it all comes down to Conker's Bad Fur Day for the N64. Even in its day when it first came out, despite all the hype surrounding a mature N64 Nintendo game, everyone recognized that it was pretty terrible. And the thing is, I can't really talk to the quality of the game. I mean, sure, the platforming probably is a bit clunky and the visuals are probably muddy as all hell, even though the Xbox Live version that came on the original Xbox did really, really pretty that up. For me, though, I have a hard time really distinguishing the quality of the game because I love the game because of what was happening when I got it. See, back in 2001, when I got the game, I received it as a late birthday gift for my 20th birthday on the same day that would be the day that my father would pass away. During that day, I would wind up staying behind to field phone calls from the people who had heard the news before Facebook and really, everyone keeping in contact 24/7. So while my family went out to make arrangements and plans after my father passed away after a long battle with colon cancer, I was sitting at home fielding calls from people around the country trying to find out what had happened, what the arrangements were, things like that. And so during that time, I spent most of my time playing Conker's Bad Fur Day kind of in between all of this. It was my way of taking my mind off of what had happened. It was one of those things where even during that whole long weekend, because it was a Friday, it was Good Friday to be exact, Friday the 13th too, kind of ironic that my father passed away on. And my sisters, we would spend the time in between going to the wake and spending time with relatives we hadn't seen for a while and talking about who we'd lost. We would spend the time sitting and I would play the game while they watched. And really, it was the perfect game to take our mind off of what was going on around us because, honestly, it had the type of really stupid humor, the really sort of basement-dwelling bathroom humor that my father absolutely loved. That was a weird thing. My dad was a guy who was the most educated person I'd ever met. He was, college educated, worked in scientific laboratories, but man, oh man, did he love dick and fart jokes. My God, he absolutely loved anything that was crass humor. And this was right up his alley. So as we were kind of making our way through our grief, this game was just kind of the perfect send-off for us to kind of forget our troubles. To this day, one of my enduring memories that I will take with me forever was beating that game the night before his funeral and then putting the controller down and going to sit at my computer to write his eulogy. And so for that reason, I will always love Conker's Bad Fur Day. I own it in every format it's ever been owned in. It was the only reason, more or less, I picked up the Rare collection, the Rare Replay collection, which is a great collection, but that was really the only reason I bought it. I own it on backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. I own the original hard copy version on the original Xbox. It's just something that I will always have a soft spot for, no matter how terrible people recognize that it is. Thank you for joining me again this week, guys. I look forward to talking with you again next week.